Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to talk about Zbrush4R5 Backgrounds. To find backgrounds, or to get this lovely background that I've created in Photoshop, seamless all the way around, pretty sky. It looks like a flat image, doesn't it? Just keeps moving. But if you look at the ground, you will notice that it comes to a point right here. There is an invisible inverted sphere that this character is in. ZBrush is very powerful with its background, which you can activate or access in light background. You can turn your background on or off, and you can zoom in on, like, let's just say, let's move this character aside. Let's say I really wanted this character to be in this region of the screen, because this is the best. Everything else, is ugh. But you can zoom in on a particular point, or maybe this cloud looks pretty, so light and zoom. Depending on your image, that can be pretty powerful. Let's rotate and shift to get back to the center of the screen, and then you can change the exposure, HDR exposure, which is the lighting that is put into your scene. Right now it's 1, which is normal, and you can add light, like an atomic blast or something. That's funny. You can reduce the lighting, like the sun just disappears totally, so you can't see anything. Or if you let go of the slider, the exposure, how the numbers, they light up, so you can type in 1. Let's go back to regular. Okay, that's nice. You can also change the gamma, so using exposure and gamma together is very handy. If I change the gamma when this is at 1, it will increase the lighting like the first, or like the exposure. But if we use both, so I deactivate, or I decrease the gamma and increase the exposure, or you get different effects. This is really handy, especially if you play around with it and whatever you want to. It's a lot of fun. For right now, let's just go back to 1. Okay, everything's perfect again. Now you can change where this camera or this map is located with these next few sliders. Longitude is left and right on a 360-degree axis, 360 plus, 360 negative, and latitude is up and down, up 90, down 90, and tilt is, it just tilts the camera. So now when I move the latitude slider, it will move on a slanted axis, which is cool. I don't know. You just have to play around with it. And I haven't figured out rotate with object, so if anybody knows what that is exactly, let me know. Rotate with object, it says that it follows the object that you are working with. So if this was right here and we had rotate with object, these would rotate with our object, right? If you turn it off, you would expect that this would, wouldn't be attached to the movement of the camera, but it is, but I'm not sure. So if anybody knows how to fix that or knows anything about this, please let me know. Light caps, clicking this activates your light cap down here. Really, really powerful. It takes a look at the colors in your scene, and it creates a light information based on the colors that it could find. So you can see a similar scene in here, but if we close light cap and open up background again, we can increase the number of lights. You can see 0 is 1 light, 1 is 2 lights, 2 is 4 lights, 3 is 8 lights, 4 is 16, and 5 is 32. So just like it says, if we bump this up to 5 and activate light caps and then open up light caps, we have a whole bunch of lights. If we go back to background and reflect, we'll get to that in a minute, but if we go back down to 0 and light cap, now we've got, one light. So just play around with that. And reflect is really, really handy. Let's change this dude back to a regular color, regular ZBrush color. Fill object. Okay, that's probably too bright. Let's see. Light. Reflect. It reflects the scene that you're in. Really cool. Okay, so you turn this on and then activate light caps. Now when you move the person, he's reflecting the environment. Kind of hard with orange, so let's try the red that ZBrush usually makes. Color fill. Okay, that's decent. Isn't that cool? If we zoom in, we can see the background, the environment reflecting on this dude we've created. I think that's really cool, and everybody should use light cap or light background in all your projects. And if anybody liked this video would want to see more, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.